race is going to be starting in about 20 seconds time. Or at least they're going to be selecting their ship in 20 seconds time. That's a better way to describe it. We go on the formation lap. We follow along with the banter. Mr. Brandon himself. Currently second in the championship in the Haas, newly formed Haas team for this season. And with Haas currently sitting third in the Constructors' Championship, we have to do a very successful qualifying week. Lodham's got disqualified there going through the hairpin section. There'll be a lot of guys starting on cold tyres. That's everyone from 8th all the way down to 12th. Probably an indicator about how people need to have more patience during this race. Remember, if you want to get points in this, you have to complete 52 laps of the race. We have got FIA rules, which means you have to complete 66% of the race in order to score points. 15 drivers, so we're down 5, so there's a very high chance that we may not have all the points distributed today. Let's try and move down and get something like a G3 so we can actually see the whole thing. Looks like they're all made it through. Am I spoken too soon? No, it looks like everybody's made it through. Brandon first, having a second corner, Punk's third, corner cold four, Marina at 5, Picks roughly 6, and the virtual safety car is out. Looks a lot to me like something real pick up a 5-second penalty. Must be some quite serious contact there. Still, everybody's still in the race. Take a quick stroll through everybody. Take a quick look. See, you've got missing a wing on the front of that. On the front of Dominic Rudels. Alfa Romeo. Here we go, it's back racing. It'll be interesting because obviously we've got different strategies. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 drivers out on mediums, the rest out on softs. Of course, Dominic Rudels will be going to the pit at the end of this lap. Penalties for both racing points there. 10-second penalty for single pattern, a 3-second for Ted. That's corner cutting. And corner cutting, I would assume that's cutting out of the bus stop. Let's have a look. We've got Punch and Adidas battling over P2. What'll be interesting to see is how these guys decide to play their strategies. Because obviously, if you start on mediums, medium hard is also an option, which does give you a better average of tyre grade throughout the race, or you can go into medium soft in which will give you a harder time at the end of the each of your tyre runs. Right, here we go. Punk's right on the back of Adidas here. He's not got DRS this lap. He will do next lap. In the meantime, Brandon's pulled out about 2.5 second lead. Just having a quick look down the order here. Martin Arson taking a big jump. He's moved all the way up to P7. And he's got clear track in front of him, so now a chance to really make use of those soft tyres before they go off. Ted's in the pits, what's happening to him? He's getting a whole new front wing. As you can see, he's missing an end plate. Oh, it looks on the... No, it wasn't an end plate, because he's just coming in. Very interesting. Puts himself now into essentially a two-stop strategy. P-Man is retired. Not sure what's happened there. Crash out, coming out of Rathcath. There's a missing wheel. Dominic Rudel out on the hard, so he's going to be on a long shift. Simple Pan is coming in. Taking some trying to take some penalties away. Safety car is out. That's going to bring everybody back together because obviously it's going to take time for them to clear out that car at Rathcath. In the meantime, as we do with their safety cars, we're going to run some ads. Shout out to the subscribers, Twitch Turbo users in chat. Bigger wins, Ron, thank you very much for the subscription, my dude. Are using this as a chance to get into the pits. Connor's going to go in to the pits, currently sitting as P9, having started last on the grid.
Oh, what?
Ali, thank you very much for the subscription, sir. Up to a bronze skull. We'll take a quick look down the order. We've got Brandon first, Adidas second, Punk's third, Corn on top fourth, Marinarak fifth, Pig's Rocky sixth, Martin Arcee seventh, Adidas eighth, Doug Vickers up in ninth, and Connor in 10th. Just having a quick look as well. Connor has a 3-second penalty, and Ted has a drive-through down at P13. That's all gone horribly wrong for the racing points, having such a promising qualifying. Now sitting down in the last two spots respectively. As we follow along with Haas, leading their Grand Prix here. Now as I said, everyone can stay nice and clean on the restart. We're going to have one more lap behind the safety car. We're in lap 5 here at Monaco, 39. 14 drivers still remain in the race. Taking a look down the order now, only 3 drivers still remain out on stop. That's Corbin and Cobb, Hicks, Ruffy and Martin Arcee TV, so surely they'll be coming in for the pit stop in about the next 4 to 5 laps time. They may get a little bit extra out of their soft thanks to this safety car and then be able to power a little better into the medium run. I'm not certain. But also, if straight track, which will allow you a lot of chance to make up all the time you've lost behind the SC.
Drive-through penalty.
That must have been a horrific crash with P-Man with it taking this long to clear the debris. It's going to be another disappointing race for the Red Bull team.
I'm gonna get disqualified. I can't do my drive-through penalty. Drive-through penalty.
Alright, here we go. See the safety car. Going in this lap, I'm pretty sure of it. We'll find out momentarily. Safety car is in this lap. Here we go. Safety car pulls away. And we're back to the action now. Brandon has punched behind him as Adidas is pitted, so Adidas now sitting down in P10. That has made his pit stop. That Connor picking up a penalty there. Connor picks up another 3 seconds of penalty. Brandon and Punt both outside on mediums. They're going to be staying out for quite a while. I'm expecting the guys to stay out on mediums because they're going to move to softs. Probably dipping around lap 27, 28, 29. And taking a rather burnt out set of softs home with them at the end of the race. Already, between the two of these guys, they pulled out 2.5 seconds on Corn McCobb in third. But obviously Corn's softs will start to be really tiring out of that now. C5 compound not from 9, but many laps beyond about 7 or 8. And of course they've not been allowed to stay in their optimum temperature behind the safety car. Adiak picks up a 3-second time penalty down in P8. And Connor moving way up to P7. Brandon just the fastest lap of the race for 1:14.5. With DRS won't be active for another lap. Interesting to see when our soft drivers go in though. Obviously, right now, if they go in, they will have a gap. What's going on with Ted? Why has Ted done his drive-through now? He has done his drive-through, but he has 11 seconds of penalty. He's going to find it very hard to stay in the rest of the race. He's got only 8 laps of 39. Oh, Brandon cuts over the bus stop there. He's going to get a warning for that. Can't do that too many. As he hits the swimming pool. Punks his spot on his tail.
Set hards.
Will have the benefit of DRS next lap.
Set hard tyres.
This lap he's just got a tail under the back. Front sets the fastest up at 1:14.1. Then pick up another 3-second penalty. He's going to be very, very close to being disqualified. going to make this pit stop. He's going to be coming out now in P13 by the looks of things. He does. Connor and Pitt's having a battle here. Connor's moving himself up to 4th place, having started last.
Are you fucking joking?
That's just behind them too. That's all the way up to P7, having already made his pit stop. Looking like a promising position for him right now, but he's going to have some very warm mediums by the end of this race. There's those soft pits rough in front, looking like they're falling apart. That's up the inside on the home straight, looking going in pieces.
Alexa, what's the score between Tottenham and Marine? Oh, mate. Such a promising qualifying and then such a disappointing end to this. I can't see the racing line ever. Oh my god.
Mark Nasty 9. Marinarak 10. Picks Ruffy 11. Adiak's going to come out of the pit in 12th with Dominic Rudel in 13th. Go back on the pressure. Lap 14 and 39, so we're past the 1/3 of the way through the race. You're going to have to have completed 26 laps in order to make sure you score points in the top 10 if we do end up with too few cars in the race. It's going to be very difficult. This is the closest battle on track, although Pix Ruffy and Marinarat having to scramble away. Mark Nasty seems to have pulled away from that battle a little bit as he's got ahead of Marinarat. Advantage of being on fresh mediums over fresh hards. Ooh. Punk's having to pull out of the way, that's probably going to slow him down a bit, but he's got a good line right now, we could see it. No, he's not going to quite have enough for a run down to Sandoval. He's taking a quick look down now. We've got Doug and King Psycho Panda. Incredible because Doug Vickers currently in P5, which is the highest position he would ever finish. He was to finish above P8. Still managed to keep Panda at bay. Connor catching up with the front two very rapidly though here. He's now sitting in P3. But of course bear in mind Connor has a large number of penalties. He has 13 seconds of penalties. So he's not just going to have to get ahead of these guys, he's going to have to actually disappear in front of them. It's not the easiest of things to do. Tiger Panda picking up another 3 seconds for corner cutting. Have another penalty a second. Doug Vickers has a 5-second penalty. And Panda has a drive-through he still has to take. Which he must be having to take in the next lap or so. Quite how he's managed to get a drive-through. Must have been during the virtual safety car. Look at his pack developing here behind Doug Vickers. And Doug, King Psycho Panda, Simple Panda, Corner Cobb, Martin Nasty. A 5-man train. As Connor picks up another 3-second penalty. Lap 16 to 39. Brandon, Punks, Connor, Adidas, Doug, Simple Panda, top 6. As Doug slides through Casino on the way down to the Mirabeau. Switch up the top guys, they're all on the DRS straight. Incredible. King Psycho Pan has been in, done his drive-through penalty, he's now down to P11, that moves Simple Panda up to 6, Cole and Cobb 7, and Mark Nasty up to 8. Absolutely neck and neck. Of course, Connor with slightly fresher tyres as he hasn't qualified. Oh, but I've just seen a bit of a wall clang there. Don't know if that's done him any damage. Let's see if we can get a closer look. No, he hasn't. He's got away with it, but a little bit of a scraper there. Oh, I take it back. It looks like he's lost his end plate on his front right wing. He has. So he has damaged his car. Doug Vickers now drops down. He's had a mess up at the bus stop. Has he damaged his wing? He has. He's lost his front left end plate. That puts Simple Panda up to 5, Corn up to 6, Mark Nasty's 7, and Picks roughly up to 8. It was all going so well. Whoa. Mark Nasty and Corn on Cobb there, very tight going into Sandoval. And Punks has taken P1 from Brandon and comes to the spin. Rejoins the track. Picks up another penalty. So he's on 16 seconds of penalties. Surely this is to do with that wing damage. He's going to have to make a stop. Doug Vickers is in the pits. Getting that wing change. He's going to come out now just in front of this lead pack. So these leaders are going to have to hope they get past Doug before they get onto the first straight. Oh, and he's got between himself and Brandon. Connor's going to the pit. We have to wait to see where he comes out. There you go. Doug releases Brandon. Disaster for Doug. But no, it's going to be about Picks just pulling away, I reckon. He's probably got about 8 or 9 laps before he's going to want to pit. Connor is still in the pit. Comes out of the pitch now in P4. And Corn on Cobb has got a double overtake there on Mark Nasty and Simple Panda, puts himself up to P5. Damage over, that's why I'm trying to take a look here. I can't really get a close-up look on this wing. Let's pat, has he got any end plates on his car? Can you give us a camera angle that makes sense so we can have a look at the car, please? So Simple Panda has no end plates on his car. As Mark Nasty takes him under the tunnel, Connor picks up another penalty for multiple warnings. Mark Nasty's missing his front right end plate. Let's have a look at Picks. Picks is the last one, and this Picks also missing his front right end plate. It's all turned to disaster here all of a sudden. A real winner out of that corner on the Cobb. Both Mark Nasty and Simple Panda in, getting those changes done. Out goes Mark. He's going to come back out in P10. Simple Panda is going to come out in P11. Let's have a quick look at the penalty situation. Lots of 3-seconders. As we take a stroll up now, everyone pretty evenly spaced apart. Dominic Rudol's right on the back here. So Simple Panda though, on considerably older tyres. But on this track, older tyres don't make as big a difference. But then again, Dominic Rudol seems to have no front left end plate on his front wing. That's going to make it harder. He's actually holding up the leaders behind him. Connor sets the fastest lap with a 1:12. There's no real close gaps between anybody to screw up and get some McLaren sponsorship money, some TV time. 21 laps of 39, just about to be in the bag. Again, Punk's approaching Simple Panda for the overlap. As Brandon goes in to make his stop, that's a very early stop going in from mediums. What's he going to change to? Onto the hard, so he's decided to go for the hard strategy. I would suggest he should have gone in a few laps earlier if he wanted to switch to hard, but he's consolidating now, I would imagine. Consolidating that second place. I think Punk's has probably got too far away now. Brandon gets out about 5 seconds clear at Adidas in P3. Adidas will have very, very warm, soft, medium tyres by the end of this race. So that's Brandon out. Punk still yet to make a pit stop. Everybody else has finished the pit stop. Adidas is right on the back of Connor here, because Connor, I think, still nursing. Oh no, he's been in and changed his wing, so he isn't nursing wing damage anymore. So Connor must have retaken that place from Adidas to take P3. Of course, bear in mind that Connor has a lot of penalties, so he's only got to stay within 16 seconds of him in order to reclaim that position at the end of the race. In fact, I'm going to double check that Connor didn't take any of his penalties. 14 seconds is my bad, so he has taken one of his penalties in the pit stop.